Okay, so first of all, I am trying to do this floor plan for this hotel right now. But yeah, and I need to lock in because this was actually something that I am very behind on this project. I had a meeting earlier, a Zoom meeting earlier to go over my apartment project that I was working on. Now that's over. I just have to do the um, budget and all that stuff, like how it works out, and then all the paperwork pretty much. The procurement phase. That's what we'll call it, the procurement phase. Anyway, so I'm working on this, but I wanted to say that I know that my lips dry. Lips dried than a motherfucker. Hold on. Cause I got myself fucked up. Okay, yeah, we back. Cause what? Girl. Anyway, so, I really just wanted to say that I know that this may go against, like, Instagram shit. Cause everybody's so rich and everybody is a guru and an influencer and they got all the answers and they have podcasts and all that shit. Baby, I'm winging it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. You know, we were told a lot of shit. Go to school, make the grades, get the job, do all those things, right? Well, the board is way different now. Like this chess game, it's got 3 levels. I don't know if you ever seen that chessboard game where it's not just one board. It's like multiple layers. First of all, that's a hard ass game to play. Very hard. But that's for like them genius. But anyway, that's what the board looks like now for us. It's not just, oh, move your pawn, check your queen. No, that shit is multi-layered. It's so much more than just getting a job and buying a house and buying a car and getting married and all that stuff. It was so much easier back in the day because people didn't have access to social media and think that they have access and options and all that stuff. Whatever, that's a whole nother different conversation. I'm yapping. Let's get back to the track. I'm going to be the first one to say it. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time being an adult. This is my first time being a mom. This is my first time being this age, So I don't have it all together. I don't have it all together. I struggle sometimes with decision-making skills because at my age, one decision can ruin your life. But one decision can also set you up financially for the rest of your life. So you really have to be careful with what you're doing, what you're putting out there, what you're saying, what you're speaking over your life, all those things. This is not a joke. This is for real. But I will also say this. While I'm not sure about certain things, I do know that there are things that I want, And I do have goals and I do have dreams and I do have vision for my life and where I want to be. And that's what I'm taking steps towards, as best I can. From my socioeconomic background, from my upbringing, from my family, all that stuff, I don't have a lot of examples of what it is that I want to do. As a matter of fact, nobody in my family has ever even pursued a degree in interior design or a career in interior design. There is nobody like me in my family. So I'm trailblazing. Literally in my immediate family, I am trailblazing. Everything that I'm doing, everything that I've done, I'm more chances than not, I have been the first in my family to do a lot of stuff. Because I had a vision from the time I was a kid. I knew what I wanted to do, kind of, more or less. I lost it. I came back to it. But I definitely have a vision for my life and stuff like that. And I think that we get so caught up in let's not say we. I think that I get so caught up in trying to be perfect, like trying to wait for the perfect moment. Perfection is never going to come. There's no such thing as perfection. I don't think you will ever actually feel 100% ready for anything. You're never going to feel 100% ready for anything. There's always going to be something, someone, something that's going to make you feel less confident about the decision that you're making. And the more time that passes, the more that builds up, the more procrastination. Next thing you know, it's 5 years, you didn't do what you said you were going to do. And while that isn't a problem, at the same time, it is a problem because you procrastinated on yourself. You're in your own way, as my male best friend told me. We be in our own way. We do be in our own way. It's true. There are so many things that I've procrastinated on that in the past couple of years, this actually started happening before I even had Ellie. So it's not just her that's motivated me. I was in my own way so much. I was so afraid. It's funny because just a small example. I bought my car in 2022, right? I did not drive my car. I did not drive my car until last year. That's 2024. Okay? Yeah. Because I was afraid to drive my own car. So I always had people drive me around in my vehicle. You know what's even more funny? When I got the car, I got new tires put on it. I have the same tires, and I can show you the treads right now. My treads are not bad. Like, my treads are still good. Like that, yeah. I was in my own way, but I decided that I was going to make a change for my life. My mom does not drive. My dad, he did drive, but for a short period in my life, I seen my dad drive. And there's actually statistics behind that show if your parents don't drive, you're less likely to drive. If your parents do drive, you're more likely to drive. And so I got my car before I had Ellie, right? But I still knew that I wanted her to see me drive because I don't want her to be held back by fear. And I don't want to place my fears on my child. So every time like I stop myself from doing something, I push myself through it because I don't want my fears, my anxieties to transfer to my child ever. So yes, I may be afraid. Yes, I may be scared. Yes, I may not feel qualified all the time. Yeah. But guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Yeah. Every time. I'm going to do it. Got to. Gotta make those sacrifices. And so right now, I'm going to get this work done because this past due is due on Tuesday. And it's Friday. But I'm 2 weeks away from finishing this semester. And I'm 3 weeks away from graduating. The first in my family, my immediate family, to graduate. And that's crazy. That's crazy. My mom is actually in school right now. Don't get it twisted. My mom is pursuing her bachelor's in childhood education, and I'm so proud of her. But I'm still the first. I'm still the first. Number one. I'm the only girl, so I'm really number one. There's just one of me. I really am one of one. Hey. Yeah. And I just want to thank God, too, because He's been with me through this whole time. Like, if you know me, then you know, like, the transformation, all this stuff. Like, I have one friend who has been with me through this whole entire transformation period. We disconnected for a while. Like, we were friends when we were younger. And we disconnected for a while. And then we reconnected because it was never bad blood between us. It's just life separated us for the time. Then we reconnected. And it was like, no time passed. This is my baby. I love her so much. And she came to my baby shower. And because it's funny, right before my baby shower, right before I got pregnant with Ellie, like that, the October before that, I came to her house and Nani was just a baby. He was the cutest baby. Oh my God, he was so cute. And I looked at him, I was like, oh my God, Quisha, I want a baby. And she was like, no, you don't. Like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I really want to have a child. And I was like, telling her, yeah, I think if I was ever going to have a child with somebody, I feel like I would be safest with Ellie's dad. And she was like, well, just make sure that you're ready and all these things. And I was like, yeah, girl, Was not listening. She was right. She was right. But still, yeah. Fast forward to that October of 2021, I I told her I wanted to have a baby. Fast forward to what I think my baby shower was in November 2022. She said, "Oh my God, girl, you got your baby. You can really say you wanted your child." I said, "Yep, I did." And ever since then, not constantly back then, but we talked every now and then. We touched base and stuff. And I was just telling her, like, I'm in the middle of a transformation. I'm in the middle of a transformation in my life. I don't want to get knocked off my pivot. That's why I've just been in isolation mode. That, among other things. But that was the beginning of the transformation of me into womanhood. And so now I am not fully equipped, but I will say that having her as a friend, having the friends that I have, having the mindset that I have, she can vouch for me. Like, the amount of growth and the amount of healing that we have been working through together, because I be telling her everything. I know she probably like, this girl she only hit me up to tell me some crazy stuff she done discovered by herself. Not really, but I just tell her everything about like pivots in my healing journey, because it's very like, I have to share these things because it might help. But anyway, I just been transforming. I've been growing, and I feel so good. I feel so confident about my position right now. I feel so confident about my mentality right now. I feel so confident about the future right now. I'm excited for the future, but I also feel kind of sad because this is crazy how everything is happening. Like, everything is happening. It's not just school ending. Literally, it's not just school ending. It's also so many things that I'm not going to get into detail about, but so many things in my personal life also resurfaced in the past like couple months. And there was so much that I realized about myself, because I've been single since November of 2023. I've been single since then, and I've really just been single. And now it's 2025, April 2025, and I'm actually like taking the time to be alone. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I fought it for the first year. I was talking to dudes. I was, doing a lot of stuff. Not really, but I was talking to dudes and stuff like that, entertaining these different. Then I just stopped, because these are distractions. And they're like, don't get me wrong, they're probably really good people. But for me, in this moment, those were distractions. And they were knocking me off my pivot. And it's funny because I had this conversation with my male best friend a couple months ago, where I was telling him that I dropped my daughter off at school. And when I drive back from dropping her off, not most times, I'm thinking out loud in the car, and I'm just like viewing the scenery around me and stuff. And I'm like having these moments with God. And I said to myself, God, I'm ready to go up in that mountain, and I'm ready to be transformed, and I'm ready to really lock in. And I got tested. And then Valentine's Day, a lot of crazy stuff was happening around that time. It was so crazy because at least 4 different situations happened at the same time. Five different situations happened around the same time around Valentine's Day. And it could have been so bad. Like, I could have really set myself back, because here's the thing. Those men, the situations I was in, the situations that was resurfacing, because I actually was not dealing with nobody at that time, but they kept trying to resurface. They kept trying to show face. They kept trying to rekindle. And it was so much. It felt so messy to me. And I was like, oh my God, am I chaotic? Like, what's going on here? And so I felt like in that moment I was being tested, because like I said, God, I'm ready to lock in. I'm ready to, do the work. I'm ready to heal, because I want to prepare myself for my husband. And so after that, like a couple days after the Valentine's Day situation, I realized I'm not ready. I'm not ready for a relationship. I'm not ready for my husband, because How can I explain to a man, a real man who's pursuing me, a masculine provider, whatever, how can I explain to a man why these men are resurfacing? How can I explain to this man why these men feel so comfortable to reconnect with me, to send me flowers, to do all this crazy stuff? And he's going to believe me? I would hope, because what I'm telling him is true, but it still is too much. It's too chaotic. I would not want to bring somebody in on that chaos at all. So in that moment, God was showing me, you need to close doors. So for the past couple weeks, the past couple months, these situations, I didn't close it then, right? I came to that realization. And then in the past couple weeks, past couple months, these doors have been closing. I have been closing them, and they have been closing themselves. And that's it. So that's just one part. There's other things. There's other things that is going on too. But that's just one part that is also ending. My toxic relationship patterns, the people that I was choosing, the breadcrumbing that I was allowing to happen, the accepting less, the accepting the bare minimum, all of that. All of it. The just putting, it's for the plot. Oh, I'm just having fun. All of that. Oh, I'm just dating. All of that. Done. I closed every last door that was open and that was no longer serving me. And there was a lot of anger. There was a lot of anger. There was a lot of sadness. There was a lot of grief. Let's say that. Begging, pleading, bargaining. What's the one? Rejection. All that. All the way up until they finally accepted that we are never going to. It's over. Let it go. And that's it. And so this graduation is so important to me as a woman because it does not just symbolize school, right? It symbolizes me graduating into womanhood. Like, I know they're going to do the ceremony and present me with my degree, but it's not just about my degree. Because me as a woman, there's so much that I have came to realize. There's so much growth that happened. There's so many plans that I am planting. You know, me and my sister have been cooking some shit up. She definitely been cooking. She been cooking more than me. And I'm so proud of her. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much that is happening. And this shit is so important. And I just want to say thank you, God. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of myself for seeing this through. Because there was a point in time where I struggled with consistency. There was a point in time where I didn't show up for myself. There was a point in time where I did continue to accept less. There was a point in time where I thought that if he showed you attention, that meant he liked you. There was a point in time where I thought that doing it for the plot was fun. There was a point in time where I thought that drinking and partying every weekend was lit. It's burnt out. There was a point in time where so much, I can keep going. And I'm not that person no more. I'm not that person no more. I'm not saying don't go out, have a good time every now and then, because you should. You should. But I'm saying doing it every weekend, all of that, not for me no more. I grew up. Yeah. And so I'm just excited. I'm happy. I'm excited. I speak life. I speak prosperity. I speak peace. I speak blessings. I speak elevation. I speak prosperity, peace, elevation. Child had to fall. Guess who just came? We're going over this together. We're going over this. This is what I be talking about. God is so real. God is so real. Okay, this is just a video. Like, I just like to do these every now and then just to think. Okay. Okay. How do we open this though so I can show the whole thing? Oh my God. Oh my God. What'd that say? What'd that say? First, baby. First in my family. We lit. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Thank you, God. Real time. Real time. You just seen that. Okay? We're graduating. We're graduating.